Hi, it's Candy. Welcome to the video. We're going to do a fun video today. I'm going to show you my newest Franklin planner setup. This is kind of my fall one. I worked on it way too long. I certainly didn't intend to get into the depth that I did. However, it's going to be fun. It's kind of it's a totally different setup for me with the papers that I used. And I will tell you that I'm actually going to take you through those papers and show them to you. It's Kaisercraft, which is quickly jumping to the top of my list. I love their products. Quality product. They try to make every bit of everything as usable as I can, which I totally love. I love the quality. I love how they make it usable. I'll just show you as we go through some things, okay? And I'm actually going to show you the papers before I get into this and show you this. I wanted to do this also because the next time we do another Back to Basics, this is what you're going to see it in. So I thought it would make more sense to do this, okay? Okay, so this is... It's Kaisercraft, and it's their Keepsake series. Now, when I buy a group and I'm looking to do a setup, or I'm going to do a project or whatever, I try to buy everything I can of it. So I buy the papers, I buy the big papers, I buy the little papers. So here's a 6x6 pad. I buy the ephemera. I buy everything I can because it's just easier to have it all there than it is to not have it and have to go looking through my stash and have to make stuff and all of that. So here is... this is the 6x6 pad. I used a lot of it. I will still be able to use a lot of it for other stuff. It is so versatile. Okay, so there's that. Here's a 6x6 piece that these are little tags and tabs. So I used a lot of that. I wanted to show you too. They're 12x12 pages. There was a piece of acetate. It's like a film strip acetate. Oh my goodness, I love that. So I had some of that left over. But here's the 12x12 pages. This is one of the reasons I love it so much. Okay, so here is a big piece that, these are big sticker pieces. This is a piece, I had an extra one of these. I either bought 2 or 3 of these. So, and here's what I want you to see too, okay? Maybe not on this piece. Here's one I've used out of, but here's what I want you to look at too. Even this part that is, I don't know, the margin, I don't know what we call that. That's the piece we cut off, right? Even that piece, when you cut it off, is usable. Okay, and I have to tell you too, guys, not sponsored. You know what? When I fall in love with something, I fall in love with it. This is not a sponsored video. Kaisercraft doesn't even know that I exist, blah, blah, blah. But again, when I fall in love with something, I fall in love with it. Here's another one of the papers. Papers are double-sided. I loved this one too, with this kind of hot pink fade out burnout. It's kind of an antique-y group, and that's probably why I liked it too. I hadn't worked with anything like that. Here's another one. And this cut off, but I will show you. Here's another one. Oh, I loved this one. Love it, and I used it a lot. Okay, another one with the margin. So these are ones I had left over. What I actually did is after I started using it, I ordered some more sheets because I knew I wanted to have them available for other things. So now let me show you. Here, it'll be best. I didn't show you that, did I? Okay, so here are the little margin pieces that I kept, because what you're going to do is you're going to see as we go through my setup that I have used these in different places. Okay, so that's how they make so much more of it usable. And then what I also have done is I've gone through with the bigger sheets, and I did a lot of die cutting for my planner. So these are a lot of pieces that are just die cut, and then this is how I organize, save, whatever, my die cuts. I put them in these little guys. I showed you this organizational system before, okay? So these just go in here. And then I know where my little pieces are. And also what goes in here are pieces of the ephemera kit. After I pulled them out and started using those, then I put the pieces from my ephemera kit in these two all together. So, now these are pieces that I have die cut. Little tickets, I have stamps to use on those, or I could use words on those or whatever. But those will go in there also. They're not in here because I'm done with that. But there's ephemera and die cuts. Here's another one with ephemera and die cuts. I use a lot of tags in my setup, so you'll see that in a minute. But this is how I store all those, so that they're kind of handy for me to work with. Okay, just show you a couple other things. You probably saw it on one of these big sheets. One of those big sheets had in the middle of it a great big frame. So I used or will be using that. This is just from a group of papers that has different depths of brown. So this came from a different group of papers that I have so that it could work with the browns. I needed to pull a couple other things in. Anyway, that is the group that I used, and I love it. So I'm kind of a Kaisercraft girl right now. So what let's do now is let's pull in and let's show you the binder and the way I did the setup there. Now this is probably one of my favorite page protectors. I didn't laminate it. But I have 3 precious grandsons, love them 2 pieces. So 3 is kind of my signature number. 3 boys rule, 3 stars, and I did back and double up on all of these. However, I also laminated almost all of them, so I'm going to try to make sure that you can see them without that glare on them, okay? So, here we go. I always put a laminated piece of paper in the front right here and in the back right here, just to give it the color of what's going on. And this works so wonderful. This is, I should have looked before this is that Franklin Covey, I can't even think of the name of it, but it's the one that's available on Amazon, I think on eBay too. I don't know if they just created a lot of this one or what, but you can buy it in this gray, you can get it in a burgundy, it's available in a teal, and it's also very affordable, I think. Just be sure you read your descriptions real closely to make sure that you're getting the size that you want. This was in a gray. There was a lot of confusion about the size that was ordered, the size that was shipped out, and all of that. I did get this real recently. I didn't have a gray anything, and I wanted something different than I did have. So it just so happened it worked perfectly with this group of papers. Of course, a pink would have worked well. I originally had it in kind of a gold binder, and it worked well too, but it just was perfect with this gray. So I've got that right there. I have the little pockets filled. I like my pockets to be pretty and have some things in it. This is actually just some of those little sticky dots, so I can do highlights or dots on a page if I need to. The thing about this group of papers was, what was the name of it? It was Kaisercraft Keepsakes. So it was all about memories and making memories and how important that was. So this little card said, at the end of the day, all that matters is love and memories. So make sure you give it and make sure you make them. And of course, that's kind of near and dear and very important. So those memories, you guys, nothing's more important than making those memories with the ones you love. So do it, do it, do it. This little tag is laminated and have some of the washi that I used. These are just cards that are laminated that go in the pocket. So these are all with pieces of the paper from the Kaisercraft line. So I have putted a few little paper clips here, as you will see. So I just added some extra ones there. I never have enough paper clips. I'm always reaching for one. So I'm going to load some of these with extra paper clips. Here is that acetate. That's the film. And I actually have put it over this picture frame right here. So that's kind of like my front dashboard. Okay? And then this is a piece that I made to put actually in the beginning of the current month, whichever one we're in, because the back side of this is a pocket. And again, I'm always needing something to stick somewhere because I need to refer to somewhere particularly in my binder. So I've got me right there. This is another page finder, but this is just a tag I can stick somewhere, as is this. So I've just stuck those in there. So I have a couple of markers. You know, I can put anything in here. I can put some more clips down here. I can put a little notepad right there. So this will always go at the front of the current month, so I can flip to it and have some things in this pocket. Okay? And then we've talked before about how I will always have a page marker on the current date. My page marker, I have some, I have to make a deposit today. Those are checks. My page markers, those are die cuts. Page markers I do front and back. So there's one of those at the current day. This is another one that I have. It's just kind of an extra one. I love this paper. It's a real odd color green, but I loved this paper. Loved working with it. I also got a little box of washi with the keepsake group. This particular one is a Tim Holtz though, and I love that one too. Okay, so there's September and how we're working there. You know, I always also put a page marker at the first of the next week. So there's that page marker. Okay, and then we'll flip over here to, this is October, the month of October. So there's kind of the dashboard, if you will, for October. So I know where to go for October. Here is November. See, these didn't have to be fussy at all. The paper's fussy enough for me. I love that. And then here is, wait, did I miss a month? Okay, October, November, and then December, and I don't have those pages in there. Now, the thing that really took me time on this setup was I redid, from here on back are my personal inserts that I use, and I actually redid all of those just because I had added notes to them, I had referenced things, I had deleted things, I had added things, but again, from here on back are my personal inserts. And you know, some of these I had just, the things that were written notes in them, I typed. The things, I changed some of them up, I added. I still have to work on one particular section today, but these little guys, my inserts are divided into like 4 different sections, and so these little guys take me right to those different sections. So literally about half of this is planner and half of this is my personal inserts and what I can get to and how I can make my notes when I work on a day-to-day basis. So that is that is my newest setup. Now, I have 2 more additional page markers, and then I have 1 additional little page marker like this. You'll notice this is designed off of the exact Franklin Covey page marker. So that design is right off of there. All of these are die cuts and then I have designed and put those together from that. So there is my new Franklin planner for the fall months, and then I have things in the works for my holiday one already. And this is what you will be seeing as we advance into completing our Back to the Basic series, because I think we almost have the basics covered. There's a couple more things that I want to share, but we will be moving forward then off of that. So if y'all have any questions, if y'all have any comments, if there's anything you want to share, be sure and leave that below in the comments. You guys know all the time, every time, how much I appreciate you watching, how much I appreciate you commenting, and I will see you soon, okay? Thanks. Bye.